Mamdani is the fresh face of a radical coalition. They're out of the closet, these people. They're telling you. It's a radical coalition. They're telling you. We're Marxists, we're Islamists. No to capitalism, no to Judaism, no to Israel, and no to Christianity. In 2008, not only did he defend this Palestinian-American professor, who later was deported to Turkey, in the U.S., Al-Arian's wife joined the anti-Israel encampments at Columbia University. There's a link to all of this. Of course, Mamdani's father is a Columbia University professor, pushing the idea that Abraham Lincoln is like Hitler, and that, in fact, the United States created the whole notion of concentration camps, and Hitler got the idea to exterminate the Jews from Americans. And this crap's being taught to our children and grandchildren. In September, Mamdani appeared as the special guest speaker at Abdur Rashid's annual gala. A month earlier, Muslim Association North America's social media featured Abdur Rashid visiting Wahhaj Mosque, underscoring the continued collaboration between the two imams. Want to hear more? Nobody else is going to go through this article the way I'm doing it, because it's crucially important. Crucially important. In Manhattan, Imam Khalid Latif, the executive director of the Islamic Center at New York University, another prominent Mamdani backer. Latif publicly endorsed Mamdani on Facebook in June, calling him a bearer of compassion in a time where it is far too rare. They wrap themselves in compassion. They wrap themselves in equality, free speech, civil liberties, and humanity when they spew terror BS. Let me prove more to you. 2012, this guy Latif led a pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia that included Omar Mateen, who would later murder 49 people at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, the deadliest anti-LGBTQ attack in U.S. history. He has denied radicalizing Mateen, and he hasn't faced the same type of allegations that surrounded the other imams. For many Muslim political organizations backing Mamdani, these clerics are not liabilities but assets, serving as trusted gatekeepers to the city's growing community of Muslim voters. Do you know that New York City, the population of Jews is 11%? Many have left. Do you know in New York City the population of Muslims has now risen to 11%? 11% Muslim, 11% Jewish. After Mamdani visited Wahhaj's mosque earlier this month, he tweeted out a photo of the two with the caption, quote, "Pleasure to meet Imam Siraj Wahhaj, one of the nation's foremost Muslim leaders. When a firestorm ensued, several allies rode to his defense, Sarsour, the Council on American Islamic Relations, and the leaders of Engage Action. Sarsour shared a selfie with Mamdani, beaming like they did back in 2017, and wrote, 'May Allah continue to bless and protect you.' A defiant Wala Azyat, the executive director of Engage Action, sent out a dispatch to followers on Tuesday of this week, amid criticism of their political work, promising, 'We are in this for the long haul.' Back in Minnesota, Al-Aqidi closely watched the defense of Mamdani. For over a decade, Linda Sarsour and her network of allies have built the Mamdani machine piece by piece, the institutions, the donors, the narratives, and now the candidate. There was no way they were going to throw him under the bus for one photo with one imam who they happen to love, said Al-Aqidi. Mamdani is the fresh face of a radical coalition. They're out of the closet, these people. They're telling you. It's a radical coalition. They're telling you. We're Marxists, we're Islamists. No to capitalism, no to Judaism, no to Israel, and no to Christianity. One bite at a time, you see. Mamdani is the fresh face of a radical coalition, and I hope New Yorkers will reject him. Win or lose, one fact remains undeniable. His rise was not spontaneous. It was engineered, and the machinery behind it is only getting stronger. This is the candidate running against Omar, who's an Iraqi. Al-Aqid said, "I hope New Yorkers will shut the Mamdani machine down." So do I. You've got 65% Democrats in New York City. He's got 45% support. It's not like there's a mass unity drive behind this guy. He's pulling together these disparate groups, whether based on economics or ethnicity. He's pulling them together, or even wealth, very rich left-wing women apparently, trying to pull them together in a now voting plurality system, not majority wins, but plurality wins. So he's hoping if he can get 45%, he doesn't have to get 50, he will beat Cuomo and Sliwa, and he can slip in with 45% of the vote and then change the city for 100% of the voters and the people who are there.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.